to Dream. A story by a spiritual suspect, or Christopher Polito Jr., I suppose. She had a dream. She looked out into the vast city, remembering when she was young. Why am I the only one here? She asked herself. Am I even supposed to be here? She felt alone. Perhaps for the best. To wait for somebody now seemed more like an inconvenience for herself and for the other person. Let me stand here and enjoy what I have to myself. Why am I the one to speak? When questions don't quite line up, when am I supposed to speak? She arose and chose. She arose and chose to prose, chose to grow alone and cold. I told you so. He arose and froze, his face portrayed crow and coal. He said, what did you say to me? And why is it that you speak it? To be sheepish is no longer an option, so peep this. She responded, you freakish delinquent, the way you treat her makes me squeamish and seasick, so beat it. He saw her eyes were a fiery horse. Without force, she removed him from the premises, of course. Her source consisted of a heart that forced her choice to lower her head with a raising voice and save the day. She lifted her face and said, praise his name. This is the face he made as he left. To be set free. You made her smile. And the reward was so much more than a thank you. But how come? How come she didn't say thank you? Why is it that she just smiled and walked away? Walked away with an expression of expectance. However, she did make an effort to compliment your broad shoulders, suggesting that the mere width of them alone is enough to impose a threat, even to the strongest of males, or at least be wise enough to be mistaken as one. All of the girls think it's great. It's really securing feeling, you know. No, you didn't though. And it wasn't a compliment to me. You told her, you told her, and you told her. What makes me is not a button and a seam stretched out across the canvas, tattered, plaited, and shrink-washed jeans. But instead a head blessed by grateful dead, I dread when women dress to the flesh just to impress the mess I mean. If you really desire a sense of self-respect, I suggest a change in press. Why look down for your examples? Talk about a crink in the neck. It's the ultimate disrespect. Look up, look up. I talk about a sign. I talk about the very reason why I'm doing fine. If you look to me for strength, that's fine, but just know it isn't mine. But that comment you made had me twisted inside. I don't like scratch that. I hated it. The way I'm portrayed in it. I feel alienated, yet somehow celebrity famous. It's blameless the way you walk around. It's shameless the way you talk about your sisters. I'm walking out. Your blisters when they start to sprout. I never brought it up to you. The way you walk around like you own the school. I could own it too. Just thank God I'm a self-conscious brute. I could release my pain and shame and make you remember my name. But I don't, because I choose respect. So I suggest you check your flex. Don't test my chest unless you're prepared to protect your neck. Accept what's next. I still show respect. I could have brought up how you had sex with Seth just to pay your rent. But I didn't, because I still show respect. I suggest you hold your tongue and look around. You didn't realize a crowd began to gather. They now remember your name. Your name is Lalia. Your name is Miriam. Your name is Flower Girl. And let it be known as you walk out to escape in pursuit of your secret place. Once again, I repeat the title. Why am I the one to speak? She walked. She walked. Oh, did she walk? I meant no harm. She repeated to herself. I meant no harm. I meant no harm. I just want to escape. She made her way to her secret place. Somebody's there. She turned around and hid behind a palm tree. How is somebody here? I'm the only one who knows about this place. She poked her head out from behind the tree for a better view. It's just one person. How do they find out about my spot? You were too loud, and they heard you. The person on the ridge turned around and revealed their face to you. Is somebody there? The mysterious man had asked. What was she to do? She already made herself known. You stepped out from behind the tree and revealed yourself to be seen. The moment your lips were forming the words, "Hello," he spoke. He immediately asked you a question that surprised you. It was a pleasant surprise. He asked, "What would you like me to call you?" She almost said her name, just because how used she was to it. Your face portrayed hesitation and revealed an uncomfortableness. Oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. He had a nice smile. It eased some of your tension. You wanted to be polite, but still protect your vulnerability. So you said, "How did you find out about this place? I'm the only one who knows about..." You realized you were raising your voice. She lowered her head and spoke to finish. "I'm the only one who knows about this place. So when I saw you, I was surprised because this is my special place, and I found it, and it's where I go where I don't want to feel judged." She looked up at the mysterious man with a nice smile. His face lowered, and his smile surrendered on both knees. His eyes began to squint. He said, "I understand. I don't want to fight. At least, not now anyways. I don't have the energy to lie. I came back, and already I wanted to escape." She responded, "How did you know about this place?" He said, "Because I used to come here. My father showed me this special place many years ago when I was a boy. He left it to me before he left." He told me to protect it, that it needed a loving hand, that it was as innocent as I was. He meant for us to grow up with each other. But then I left. "How come?" she asked. "Because I had to. A mother's home often follows her heart, and mine wanted nothing to do with this special place." "She made you leave?" "She made me leave. But you're back now." "I'm back now. This time on my own." He looked at her and said, "Thank you." You looked at him straight in the eyes. "Thank you for taking care of this special place when I wasn't able to." He began to tear up. She began to speak. "This garden, the fountain, the mountain ridge, they see everything, my everything. Yet the flowers still choose to bloom, the moon still decides to shine, and the sun still comes up every morning to shine on me." She had his attention. "My point is, they can do the same for you." His eyes widened at the realization of what she was saying. He spoke. "No, I can't. This place wouldn't even be around if you didn't take care of it. I was just coming back to see it, to see if I can see the last view one more time." "Last?" she questioned. "I thought you said you came back." He responded, I am. I was. What happened, if I may ask?" she said to him. He looked in and out of her eyes and said, "Let's just say I was reminded of why I don't use my father's name anymore." "You felt compassion," she responded. "I'm not too proud of my name right now either." He looked intrigued. "Really? How come, if you don't mind me asking?" She said to him, "Earlier you asked me what I would like you to call me. Yeah?" She said, "I have a fun idea. Since we're both too ashamed to speak our names, why don't we just make up new ones? Just until we're comfortable enough to share the real ones with each other." His smile returned and brought back teeth with it. He said, laughing, "Well, in that case, call me Damien." "Hello, Damien." They both laughed at the obvious emphasis on the new name. "And what may I call you?" She thought for a second. "Call me Flower Girl." "Right on. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Flower Girl," he said in a sophisticated tone. "Oh, yes, it is a pleasure to meet you as well, Mr. Damien," happily playing along. "Well, Well, Flower Girl. Yes, Damien? I would be delighted to share the view with you. I would want nothing more. And together they comfortably sat and shared the view. Some time had passed, and they wanted to know more about each other. However, both were too shy to start the conversation. In the end, Flower Girl was the first to break the silence. If you feel comfortable, I would like to know more about you. He hesitated, then broke into a nervous laughter. I want you to know more about me too. But to be honest, it is a bit of a story. That's okay. She responded with a peaceful look in her eyes, a comfortable gaze that said, I have nowhere else in the world I need to be right now, and therefore, I will give you all of my attention. Okay? Well, you better buckle up, buckaroo, because I'm going to take you on an adventure. She then proceeded to follow the state's safety laws. Let's see. Allow me to overcompensate with overreaction. Finn. This is a story for another time, I guess.